Thanks. Earlier today, officers located a suspect in Thursday's Reese's Fine Foods shooting. 65-year-old Eddie Holmes was earlier identified as a person of interest with Topeka police attempting to locate him. Around 11 o'clock this morning, officers responded to the area of 23rd and Southeast Indiana Avenue after a report of Holmes being in the area. Holmes has been located and charged with second-degree murder and criminal possession of a firearm by a felon. Officials say when they arrived at Reese's Fine Foods after the incident had been reported, they found 39-year-old Reginald Prevet of Topeka suffering from a life-threatening gunshot wound that later claimed his life. Police believe this was an isolated incident that occurred in the parking lot and no other injuries have been reported.